Our first guest tonight is an Oscar-winning actor you know from movies like The Whale, Gods and Monsters, and The Mummy. He stars in Rental Family, which is in theaters nationwide November 21st. Let's take a look.
So, what do you think we do?
If I have to guess, you sell people.
No.
No.
We sell emotion.
Oh, how?
We play roles in the clients' lives.
Oh, thanks. But you can't just, replace someone in your life.
Yes and no. But people are willing to take a leap.
Please welcome back to the show our friend Brendan Fraser, everybody.
Outstanding. Thank you.
You know, last time you were here, I did not have the honor, because it was right before the Oscars, of introducing you as Oscar-winning actor Brendan Fraser. Do you enjoy hearing it?
I'm getting used to it.
You're getting used to it, yeah. I know it's old hat now, but it's very cool to be able to say it about you. And well deserved as well.
Thanks, Seth.
This is a beautiful film, and it's based on an actual thing that happens in Japanese culture.
There's been a business model like this since the 1980s, and there's some 300 rental family businesses operating in Tokyo now.
Okay, and so you play an actor, an expat actor living in Tokyo, who is basically gets jobs to go play people's family members. And what a surreal thing to do.
Certainly, but I have to tell you, I don't think he's a very good actor because at one point he plays a tree, so I guess you could say he's rather wooden.
yeah, you could say that. I think you could definitely say that.
But he made it big early on in his journey there. He put some money in his pocket, and he became the mascot for a toothpaste company as Mr. Clearo Brighto Man.
Right. You did, I'm very impressed you did learn a fair amount of Japanese to do this role.
I will tell you that our Japanese cast learned more English than I learned Japanese.
I don't know if that's a great advertisement for how much Japanese you learned, yeah.
It was a little bit more than my French, actually.
Did you have to, did you use a translation app to sort of get around town? Because I've heard that's a necessity.
I picked up a little gadget at Akihabara, which is like the big store that sells gadgets, and they play this song on a loop over and over and over again. I feel sorry for the employees there, but they sell anything like electronic. And so I had this thing, and you could speak to it, and it would translate for you, like your phone would, but it was specific for that. So at the end of the show, at the wrap party, I was just playing back the messages that were translated from English into Japanese. And one of the messages was translated into Japanese that said, "I'm sorry, I am an idiot. I've lost my room card again."
They're like, oh man, why do we give this guy gadgets? One of the nice things about, I would imagine, agreeing to do a movie that takes place in Tokyo is there's no other place in the world that you could shoot for Tokyo. So you knew you were gonna have to, this was gonna be there. And you were there for a while.
4 months.
4 months. And was it as amazing as I've been led to believe?
Yes, and more. I hope one happy day you take your family and go because it's absolutely worth it. With the exception of one thing, I mean, it's a beehive of activity and it's fascinating. And if you saw someone like fly past your window using a jetpack, you just kind of go, okay, I guess we're doing that now. But is that for all of the population and the people there, it's possible to be very, very lonely, become very isolated.
Right.
And it's it's a real health concern, mental health concern, and so it births the need for people to have a sense of a surrogacy. It have surrogates come into their lives and stand in for them as their granddaughter, their son, their long lost uncle, or someone maybe even to populate a wedding or a funeral. It really it has worth to it, and in a world that is so divided at the moment, I think that it's an antidote of empathy for such a cynical landscape.
Well, certainly more empathy.
There's always room for kindness.
There's always room for more empathy. How was your reintroduction back into sort of American culture after 4 months away?
I got back and I went, we're doing it wrong. I did.
What are we doing the most wrong?
We don't know how to eat.
Okay.
We don't know how public transport.
Yep.
We don't have no jetpacks yet.
Yep.
And I think we could work on our manners a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because it's anathema to a Japanese person to burden someone else with their troubles or whatever they got on board, and also saying no to someone is a real circuitous sort of maybe not today, or perhaps we should try something else, or you don't just.
Or we've given you too many replacement keys and you cannot have another one.
Yes.
What is there? Are you recognizable there? Are there films of yours that you get recognized for the most?
Yeah, they. I mean, I'm kind of tall in the. Speaking of landscapes, people say they say Hamunaptra, because Hamunaptra was the name of the fabled city that the World of the Mummy took place. But it was called Hamunaptra. And that's pretty much all.
Right. The funny thing about that is it's like both like a language barrier. Like here, I wouldn't like walk up to you and go, "Mummy, the mummy."
That has happened.
That has happened. Yeah, I'm sure you. Yeah, I'm sure you probably get it.
I don't know who's your daddy.
I got a lot more to ask you. We'll be right back with Brendan Fraser after this. Welcome back. We're here with Brendan Fraser, everybody. Thanksgiving's coming up.
Absolutely. Yep.
Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday. You have a tradition, a Thanksgiving tradition, I think very unique to you.
I took up archery a number of years ago.
This is immediately people are like, what is this tradition going to be?
It's one of our own. We devised it in our family. Everyone eats and drinks and then rolls into the backyard. And my son Holden gave me one of those 3D rubber deer.
Okay.
The horns.
For archery practice specifically?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Well, we like to dress it up.
Okay, gotcha.
And then take pot shots at it. That's really about it.
So that's like everybody has like a full belly and maybe a few drinks, and then they're like, let's get our arrows out.
Exactly. And I found one of those sets of dental molds. I thought maybe I'd slice his mouth open this year and stick it
Gotcha.
in.
So you want it to look more human.
And anthropomorphy, I think is the idea.
What else have you decorated this deer of yours with?
There was Christmas lights.
Okay.
One year there was a toque that said, "It's a trap."
Gotcha.
Star Wars.
Do you, can I ask real quick, are you any good? Have you gotten good at archery?
The thing I like about archery is every time you let go of that string, it's like, there goes $20.
Yeah.
So you get better quick.
Can your neighbors see this dressed up teeth denture?
No, they
deer?
can't.
Okay.
I guess now they know I'm going to be doing that. So.
Yeah. So they're like, we're going to steer clear of this. That's a pretty good idea. Can you tell me about this? I saw this photo of you.
Oh yeah.
This is, I believe, is this at Epcot?
It is.
So this is you in front of a Christmas tree amount of people. And I'm wondering what is the role that you're playing here?
I'm the narrator. I tell the Away in a Manger story.
Really?
Disneyfied version.
Gotcha.
And there are choral groups that come in from all high schools and around the country and competitions, and then they have like the Disney singers, and then there's a huge band, orchestra rather, 100 and something piece, and you stand right on the front of it. It's like, I'm king of the world, you're and the music blasts out, and it warmed my heart. I thought this is going to be kind of kooky. I don't know if I went because they gave me a pass to take us to all the rides. And,
right.
We can be that guy sneaking around the lines.
Gotcha.
Which is worth
it. You need a better agent if that's all you got. You're like, I got those mouse ears. They gave me one to share with everybody.
It is Disney.
Yeah, it is Disney. So how many times did you do it? Did you do it just the one time?
I think it'll be my third this year.
Okay, so you do it. That's great. And you do it once a year? Is it one performance a year?
You're chained to the podium for about 4 performances a day.
Wow.
And then they throw you food and water.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. How long is the performance from start to finish when you do it?
It's like only 45 minutes.
That's great.
Minutes,
And again, you're reading.
Yeah.
And but do you get nervous as well? Because I always get nervous when there's like people who are like really good at music behind me, because I feel like their job is so much harder than talking. And so when I stumble, I feel like they're always like, you can't even use your mouth? I learned how to play a horn with my mouth.
And they really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But the band's also changed. There's a different conductor each time they do
Oh,
it.
wow.
They bring in, incredible session players and incredible bands from different places in the country. It's quite special. If you can come round, I recommend it.
That's really cool. Well, it's a wonderful time, the holiday season. I feel like you have the holiday spirit more than most of us. Thank you so much for being back, Brendan. It's always such a pleasure. Brendan Fraser, everybody. Rental Families in theaters nationwide, November 21st. We'll be right back with Chloe and Grace Moretz.